Good evening, guys. This is Rajesh again. So we will quickly go through our today's post-market updates, like what has happened in Nifty, Bank Nifty, and as well as Nifty, M6 options, and as well as Nifty. Okay. So I've opened three windows here, so you guys would know how to log into AlphaBot. So I'm quickly going through this in a faster way. Let me open index and then CE as well as P. So let me see the index results. So here's the index chart. So if you noticed, like the price is very well aligned. So the buyers were here on the first line, and the sellers were here on the second line. I guess like one trade is more than enough for a day. And let us move on to C chart. The C chart, like you guys notice, like it has opened in middle of these two lines or two levels. On this bot, I've already explained. These are just the levels. Okay, so how to handle the situation that is very well defined in the alpha bot. Alpha charts here. So we log into alpha charts also see to see exactly like how it reacted today. Okay, let's move on to the P chart right now. So P is also open nearby these immediate line, but at the same time, in between it opened. So if you notice, like the price is very well aligned and it is respecting to these levels, it has closed on the same line. Okay, so let us move on to alpha chart here for the CEP, how to handle it. Okay, right. Okay, so Bank Nifty, I'm going through Bank Nifty CE first. Okay. So here we are on the Bank Nifty chart. So if you are planning to buy the CE, we'll have to make sure this opposite line, this price line should never ever cross this line. Okay, you have to hold. If you're planning to buy this CE chart, you'll have to plan to hold until this opposite price goes and touches here. Until then, like you can keep it hold. Okay, but here on this chart, if you're trying for the reversal, if you're planning to buy this one, the actual chart should not cross over this line. So if you notice, this has crossover and you have to incur the loss. Okay, so if you are incurring loss in the opposite chart, let's go and quickly check like what is the status on PE right now. So Bank Nifty PE, all right. Okay. So here, as I told you, so the prices are in between these lines. So what we'll have to do, if you're planning to use or if you're planning to buy the PE chart, okay, that is the actual chart, PE, which you are seeing the candlestick, right? So which is the actual PE chart. If you're planning to buy that one, you'll have to make sure that no, the opposite price levels should not go and cross this line. So it has crossed this line. So if you bought PE, here is your line where you should book your loss and you should get enter inside for PE. So if you bought it here, almost around 533 to the line was 750. Okay, so almost 250 points you could have made profit. All right, let's go back and see in chain. See, so if you buy there, you must have this in your mind that this line 533 or something that it was showing there, right? So that is a line that you should come out of 50% of your stocks. But anyway, so if you need detailed information how to handle this opposite reversal pattern, you should go through the demo video first. If you have any questions, you can come to me. Okay, so let's go back and let's check like what is the other next option that we have for Bank Nifty and then Nifty, right? So Nifty, I'm going for Nifty 4 index chart and Nifty 5 C chart and Nifty 6 E chart. All right, let's take a look on the index chart first. So Nifty, looks like this. So it has opened nearby here. The buyers were here already. It gave a stop loss, and again it started going, touching this line. So the rally starts from here, as I said. The first immediate line is your first target. So this has completed awesomely, and that shows clearly that, like, whatever the lines that we are grabbing in the morning, it is absolutely respecting the price. I mean, the price is respecting the lines. Okay, so let's go and check in the CE side, like what has happened. Okay, so here is the CE chart, just a level. Okay, so we have got an option where you could get entry here, and the target is somewhere like around here. Okay, but it is not touched, and at the same time you have not incurred any loss. Like, it is the end, like, probably you were be like, booking somewhere here, maybe like before 3 o'clock you should come out of it. So somewhere here, approximately 142, how much it is, like 170, 185. Okay, so let's take a look on the P chart right now. Okay, so the P chart like this, and you got an entry here, and around 3 o'clock, if you notice, like, why C came down is because like P was in the buying point. So that's why people were here, and you were not able to get that target in CE. But ultimately, you're going to enter here when you get an opportunity, and you'll be making some profit if the luck was there with us. Automatically, like, from 3 o'clock charts, like, sometimes, like, from 3 o'clock to 3:15, like, you may be able to see, like, from point to point the target will achieve that anyway. Let's take a look in Finifty, uh, C and P, what we should do it in the reversal chart. Okay, C, let me see is here. So yes, so today there's no problem because, like, both the prices were, like, though it opened in between, like as I said, like, if you want to try the reversal patterns, like if the price is opened, not touching this line, you could try always, going for the opposite side. So the opposite price line was here. So if you would have bought it, the immediate target is here. Okay. Meantime, like, you got an opportunity to enter into CE. So I don't think, like, I should explain here. So it is all self-explanatory that you could have easily made profit here. Let's take a look on the PE chart. Okay, so here it's a nice discussion it's going to be because this has opened in between. Okay, so we could have not any got any entries here. So what we should have done is we should have done, like, we should have taken a position in this opposite direction on the reversal pattern, but at the same time we should make sure this price level is not crossing this line. Okay, so if it is not crossing this line, probably you can wait until market gives back to us. So if you would have waited, if you want, you could have booked around, like, 138 to 200, like, almost 70 points. But even if you waited also, nothing worst will happen. It has closed in the same place. Okay, so CE side, PE side, both sides, like, you could try. Okay, let's move on to the next chart. After Finifty, what we have got, MCX. MCX, we don't normally get much data, more volatility. Let's see, like, luck. Um, what is it? MCX number. Futures is 7, right? 7 is our future. It would be the C. 9 would be the P chart. If we don't have data, we get just a blank screen, probably. Okay, cool. So M6 looked like the index today was really, volatile. So self-explanatory. As let me know, guys, like if you guys need any discussion on this. So one, two is the maximum target that one day it can happen. So as I said, M6 sometimes, like, it will be more volatile. So it has crossed almost, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times and closed nearby that places. So it's again self-explanatory. Let's see what happened in the CE chart. Okay, so this is why I used to say that, do not follow options trading by just simply seeing what is happening on the futures chart. Okay, so if you notice, like, it did not give any points for CE side. Probably P would have come down, but P also did not had any data. Okay, So let's take a look on P side and C side of our opposite side charts. Let's go into C now. So much data here. If you notice, it has opened in middle. Okay. At the same time, if it has opened in middle, you could have always taken a position over here, but there is no data meantime, and so better could be avoid trading in M6 options today. So P side also it opened in middle. All right. Okay. So we could have taken a position here, but we should make sure that it's not crossing this level. So somewhere like there is a profit, but it is better to avoid like if there is no liquidity, then why should we enter it, right? All right. So let's move on to the next index in the option chart. After MCX, we got mid cap, and that would be 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Here we go with mid cap. So mid cap started with selling points, but gave a stop loss for the buyers, and again rally started, and it did not give any target. But let's look how the C chart looks. Okay, C chart looks fine. So the reversal has happened. You guys have noticed, and let's see what has happened in the P chart. Self-explanatory, right? So point to point. Got it. All right. Okay. So. Okay, so let's take a look on the next index right now. Affinity, MCX, and mid cap, and then none other than Nifty. All right, so 13, 14, 15. So 13 would be our Nifty, and 14 would be our Nifty C, and 15 would be our Nifty E. Okay, so Nifty index looks like it opened somewhere middle, and it touched here the selling point, but for sellers like they failed, so it has started up the rally, and it's supposed to reach here, but it is not covered. So using this chart, like, you should not start trading in options. So let's see what is the status in option chart. So Nifty C started here and gave the first mark, and then it has ended up in achieving the target, the first target. And similarly, on the P chart, we got an opportunity to buy here. It failed and it was started going down. And now let's take a look on Nifty C and P chart on the reversal charts. Okay. All right. Okay. So you would have noticed here. So if the price starts somewhere in the middle of these two lines, you can always try for a reversal pattern. So the reversal pattern, the opposite price scale, like you can take it. So if you would have bought at 123.97, you should wait until the price crossing this line. So this is the max point that you could wait. If it crosses this line, you should better come out of your reversal trade. Okay, so if this, since it is crossed, so you could try always an entry here, and your first target would be the immediate first line. Okay, and let's take a look on PE chart right now. And what is the point today? 232, 354. Wow. Okay. All right. So PE chart. So PE has started in somewhere in the middle of these two lines. So as per our rule, like we will be taking up a position on this opposite direction entry, right? So the opposite direction price. So if we would have taken the price up at around 191 approximately, we should be very careful. This price, the PE should not come and touch or take over this 191 again. Okay, so we should wait for it. Or if the price goes down, you could try an entry here in this area. Okay, but what happened, if you notice, we would have bought it here and it gave an entry. So you should definitely come out of here because it is a greatest opportunity where it may get reversed immediately. But what happened, the market continued and said, I will not be able to go up again. So it is a clear indication that it is not going or trying up on the upper side. So we could have always left it to go open. So the first immediate line is here. So this is as per the reversal chart. Okay. But as per CE chart, you got a wonderful view where you notice that it went and touched the target. So now realize like why the price came down after this line, right? Because on the on the PE side, if you notice, it should go and touch the, okay, I'm sorry. Now, on the P chart, it should go and touch that other line, but it did not happen. Why it has happened is because around 354 was the actual price target levels. So that's why it did not cross after this level. Okay, just need to correlate, and I'm sure that it is not very tough as like looking at the blind chart and taking up your position and waiting for the returns, and as well as like crossing your fingers and biting your nails. That won't work. So act smartly, and if you guys have any questions or doubts or something like that, we are always welcome. We are open to discuss anything about that you may be interested on the Alpha Bot or Alpha Charts product. Okay, thank you guys.